Hello, this is Dave again at TitleRecovery.com and CarTitles.com. When we process lost titles and title recovery on vehicles where clients don't have good title or don't have a title in hand, one of the most important elements of doing that is having a good bill of sale. If you are a vehicle owner or somebody in possession of a vehicle without a title, it's important that you have a bill of sale. So what makes a good bill of sale for a vehicle? First of all, you want to make sure that you have a good signature of the seller, and underneath that signature it's got their printed name, so you know who signed it. If it's just a scribbled name and you don't have the seller's actual printed name, you may not be able to recognize it. Number two, ideally that signature will be notarized, and if you can get a notarized signature, you know that their identity is known and that it's clear. If you can't get it notarized, try to get a copy of their ID, or at least a number from their driver's license, so you can verify it's an actual person. Make sure that the date, place, and time of the transfer is noted on the bill of sale. If the place and time is noted, that way it's a record of when that happened. You don't have to remember when you met the person to exchange for the vehicle. Also, make sure that the consideration is listed on the bill of sale. Consideration basically is how much you paid for the car or what you traded for it. It's important to do that so that it makes that bill of sale valid, so the person can't say they were never paid or that the bill of sale is invalid because they didn't receive anything for the car. You have good consideration in exchange for that vehicle. Make some multiple copies of the bill of sale. Maybe have 3 or 4 original signatures, so if you lose one, you have a backup. Give one to the seller so they have it for their records, and that it's just redundancy about having that bill of sale. Number two is make sure that the bill of sale has a sold to section. Who is it being transferred to? Don't just sign, have the seller sign, I'm selling this vehicle or I sold this vehicle. Have it directly assigned to you as the buyer or a person as the buyer, so it's very clear what that transfer was. Make sure that the address of the seller is also listed on the bill of sale, so it's a good identity, it's a good location, it verifies who and where that person is located. If there's any notes about the transaction, if it's for parts only, if it's title attached, if it's a salvage title, have that listed on the bill of sale as well, so it's very clear what the understanding was ahead of time. If it's not for parts only, if it's to be used for on-the-road use, put that on your bill of sale. That's part of your agreement with that person, so there's no question later what the deal is, what the story is. If there's any other disclosures, put that on there as well. So if you, for some reason, don't have a title, getting a good vehicle bill of sale is a strong step in protecting your interest as a buyer and the secure ownership of the vehicle.